Hey everybody, this is Make It Better, and today we're doing What If Deku Had Nightmares Part 4. Getting out of my way, hopefully no one gets hit. Now, let's start where I left off. The two friends were shocked and surprised on what they saw, and they just walked away. They didn't say anything. They walked past everybody and just left the station, going home. Zuko said, "Oh, I really thought they would be acting different." As one of the officers that watched all this happen again and again, tapped on his shoulder and tell him, "Don't worry, you'll find good friends one of these days." And Zuko said, "Yeah, thanks." The policeman wait until Zuko leaves, but Zuko just stays there for a bit longer. And then leaves. The next day, they're over at school. Zuko is not talking to them because he knows how they are, why they're acting like this. Wow. This gets over to the lunch period. They're eating their food. Zuko walked past them, and he did not expect a voice to come. And said, Sero said, "Hey, come sit with us." Zuko, are you sure? You just saw what I can do in that. Okay. As Zuko does sit down, he's with them, but he's not the one to talk. Sero asked him how was his day, how was the work, and they're just asking him regular stuff, nothing about his work. And he answered normally. And when lunch is over the course of the day, they are talking to each other more and more. Now, it's the end of the day. They're about to leave, but Zuko asks them, "Okay, let's break the ice. What did you think of my quirk?" He really wants to know what they're thinking. And they said, Kaminari said it out loud. "That's pretty cool, but I don't know how to help. How can you? You're so strong." And Zuko said, "What?" And he said, "You just beat a villain without doing anything, and you're so strong. You're so smart." It's like Sarah said, "Hey, it sounds like you're trying to confess to him." And Kaminari said, No, I'm not doing that. But can you not agree to this?" Zuko is the smartest in our class, the strongest in our class, teaching us how to train, and he doesn't have to do any of that. That's so not fair. Why can't I have a powerful quirk like that? And this breaks the ice. Zuko kind of laughing about this. He thought it would be something else, but it wasn't. Sorry, I'm going past an area that stinks. Okay, much better. After the laughing from Zuko, the other two laughed. Zero, Kaminari doesn't understand why they're laughing about this. And Zuko explained that he had other friends, so-called friends, come by and see his true power, and they're always scared or run away. Some of them have actually called me a villain. And they see and kind of understands now why he tested them for so long. Zuko explained some areas that he actually tested them on questions that was out of the blue. And oh man, I hate that part. And well, the rest is history, thankfully. Now, moving over to the next day, Zuko's friends come over and train with them. After the training is done, Zuko leaves and goes to his house. Over to his house, he opens the door, fuck them, just move. He looks down and sees a new pair of shoes along with his father's. They look different, but he doesn't mind. It must be a new company. As he walks in, and they're talking really loud about how their school lives and how they are now. The number one hero and have a child. As Zuko walks in, seeing them talk about anything and everything, they say hi to him first. He says hi back, and he already knows about All Might's secret. Well, not his quirk exactly, but it's a power boost quirk, and he has both buff form and a skinny form, and that's basically it. He went over to make some lunch. He made a sandwich, left down the table, and went over and get a drink. All Might did something to it, which Itami did not actually agree to this, but he will allow it. As Zuko sits down and starts eating his food, All Might asks him about his school life, his friends, and many others. And Zuko said everything was normal, just fine, and all good and dandy. All Might said, great. Do you by any chance know what my quirk is? As Zuko said, like a power up boost kind of quirk. All Might said, yeah, something like that. What would you say if I can pass down my quirk to another? And he'll say, well, that's different. But quirks can do anything. I can basically make people submit and become a weakling. Just a touch of my hands. As Zuko kept eating his food, which All Might expected an answer like that, and said, what if I can? And I said I want to give you my power. Will you accept it? As Zuko's thinking about it, he doesn't know if it will be good or maybe like a little bad. It depends on what it will do to my body. As he's like still chewing on his food, he's talking through his food, chewing, and said, I've gone this far. Yeah. I say I'll accept your quirk. why? As he swallows the food. And All Might kind of grins and said, great. Everything is just great. Never mind. Oh man, I'm tired. Is it alright if I just crash here? I have like a shift in 2 hours. Tommy, knowing that he's lying, that has more time, said, sure, you can stay here. He watched Zuko finish his food and after his food, he went up to his bed and actually sleep. Sleeping is his favorite pastime, since now he doesn't have much nightmares. After a few hours, Zuko finally wakes up, and All Might wakes up around his time. Well, he was waiting for Zuko to wake up, and he doesn't know what's going on. Why is All Might still here if he needs to go in 2 hours, in 5 minutes? Now, All Might asks Zuko if he feels different of any way. Zuko said no, nothing really that special. And All Might said, okay, are you gonna go for UA? Or another school? And Zuko said, yeah, I'm gonna go for UA. It's one of those best schools. I'll see how far I go. As All Might said, great. If you don't mind, I don't mind training you for a bit. Zuko don't understand why he would do this, since he has such a busy life as the number one hero. He agrees to it, because who knows how long until he actually talks to him again. And All Might say, great. Now let's train over at the beach, as he set the time and place for the area. Now, Zuko had to cancel, but he actually tells his friend that he's going to train somewhere else, but with another friend. They said, you have another friend? What is he? What is he like? Can we talk to him? Zuko said, okay, rude. But he's more of my father's friend. He offered me to train. So, yeah. I'll come by and train with you guys too, but I'll be training with him mostly, okay? As they kind of agree and hope for him and say this out loud, we hope you get stronger too. Alright, bye. As they go to their training ground, and Zuko goes to the beach. Yes, All Might was as his skinny form, Toshinori. What is he doing? And Toshinori tells him to clean up this beach without your quirk. As Zuko said, okay, don't understand why, but don't understand why you had to add that to it. As he does his trick, his kind of workout. All Might ask him again during his throwing away trash, does he feel any different? And Zuko said, yeah, kind of, but maybe I just ate something bad today. As All Might said, the best way to get rid of that feeling is think of having a huge amount of force in your right fist and throwing a punch into the waves. It always helps me to relax. As Zuko said, yeah, but you have like a strength quirk and mine is just black. As All Might said, yeah, but just do it and see what happens. And Zuko said, yeah, sure. So he closed his eyes. He thinks of, well, all everything that angered him for that week, and especially his nightmares. And he's starting to collect in his right hand. Some black goop is covering up his right hand, which All Might is a little surprised that it's affected him like that. And when Zuko threw a punch, a shock, it did leave an impression. It pushed the waves back, and Zuko opened his eyes, see what he has done, starting to freak out, and, well, his arms, his fingers, starting to feel numb. They are now red, but they're not purple. And he's screaming, and, well, not really screaming, just holding it and feeling the power that came from him. And Zuko, why is everybody late now? Damn. Looks over to All Might, and All Might explains, you see, yesterday I gave you my quirk, and this was the best time. And Zuko looks down and thinks, so much power. Can I really control it? As he's starting to get scared of this own power. He was scared of his original power. Now he has to be scared of this one too. Zuko decided at that moment to even train harder, just to understand this power too. And that is where I'm going to end it. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.